one of the many joys of comics is being able to share that passion with the comic book community at large, and it's always just fun just showing off books. That's why I like doing comic collection videos, because it allows me to just share my memories of cool stories, characters, creators, just from over the years, usually in some mixed random fashion, with all of you out there on YouTube, as well as like Instagram, Twitter, and just the comic book community at large. So that's why I like doing that, as well as it allows me to kind of fast track organizing my comic collection and reintegrating books that I've read over the years into my older collection. Just organize that and put my comic book room together. So this one is a bunch of Marvel. It have some first appearances in here, some a few more signed books, just kind of because I have those just littered all over the place, just because all my years of conventions from before, that has just landed a bunch of signed comics in my collection. So let's get to it, because I have a lot of cool stuff in here, and I'm gonna try to make this video shorter than the last one. So let's jump into it. And as this one is seemingly mostly alphabetized, we're starting with the A's. We got some all new X-Men action. Bendis, Marquez, Gracia here. Here is all new X-Men 6, 7, and 8. I like this run. I was kind of skeptical of Bendis taking over X-Men. I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't mess up my X-Men. But he actually did a lot of cool stuff that I enjoyed, and I was loving the hell out. I was eating all of that up. So there's 6, 7, 8. Oh, there we go. See, this is definitely not there. There's 5, 9, 10. I think I just mixed that up before as I was pulling this box out, kind of looking at it briefly. And here is 11. Got Stuart Immonen on there, Wade Vaughn Grawbadger. And jump up to 16. Battle of the Atom. And there is Battle of the Atom. That was the one shot there that kicked it off. And we got some Amazing Spider-Man, Dan Slott run here. What's the artist's first name? I forgot his first name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. Colin, but I wasn't a big fan of his. But I think Klaus Janson. That must be Klaus Janson on there. But big fan of his. This one's covered kind of cool though. Spidey and Lizard, as well as this one. Got the reflective eye there. Look at that thing. The Morbius, and then my man. What is this? 50-year celebration by Slott, Ramos, Olazaba, Delgado, and more. Humberto Ramos, Hector, I think it was Edgar Delgado, Hector Delgado, and then Olazaba. But I got Spidey and all this costume, a bunch of different costumes there. And then 693 with Alpha, which I wasn't a big fan of. Alpha wasn't, I don't know. It was just, I don't know, it was just weird. It just didn't hit that much. 694, 695. A whole lot of stuff going on there. Kingpin, Hobgoblin, Spidey Sense, and then got the Goblins there again. Oh my gosh, Ralph's the focus. Off center. That one's actually kind of cool with the sideways Spidey, and then coming out the eyes there with the swords, and the sword and the bomb. I mean, Goblin bomb. Hobgoblin. There's 697. I wonder if I have. Oh no, it stops at 698 there. Peter Parker, so this is right before Doc Ock takes over. I wonder, I might have some more Spidey in here. And here is a signed book. We have Astonishing X-Men number 51. This was part of Marjorie Liu's run, and then you got Perkins. Is that Mike Perkins? I forgot. And then Troy. I don't know who that is. I know Troy Pateri, but where is it? I don't know. Maybe somebody else. But anyways, I read the sign. So I met Marjorie Liu a couple times, but this was at New York Comic Con 2013, almost 7 years ago. That's crazy. Dino, wishing you excellent adventures. Shout out to Marjorie Liu, fantastic person, cool, and a great writer as well. Here is Astonishing X-Men 52, and then so it's Parkins and Walter, and then Walter took over at one point. 53. 54. I like that cover. Phil Noto. And 55. X-Men there in the ammunition belt. Iceman. And then this is one where Walter takes over. 58. Now I have to say I did not like this run that much. I think Marjorie Liu was a great writer, but this run just didn't hit as much. And I also didn't care for Walter. I don't care for Walter's art, but I liked Warbird. Walter definitely made me a fan of her here. She was kicking ass. 60. And this run also, I think, a little bit later, started to get into a lot of Iceman stuff. So Iceman got a lot of attention here, so that was cool. This 60, 61. Here's 62, another Phil Noto cover, which I like. I think this is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying, Iceman got a lot of attention, but I don't remember. Maybe it was throughout this part. I thought it might have been after, but it could have been here. 67. So you're already jumping up around. Annual. It can't be annual one because this series had already. I wonder if the series had some annuals before that, and maybe they just did some funky numbering. I don't know. And then jumping up, we got some Avengers action. Here is Kurt Busiek and George Perez's Avengers. Number 23, Wonder Man and the Vision head to head. And this Avengers run from, I don't know what year this was. This could have been 2011, 12, 13, somewhere around then. That's number 3. There's number 4. Got Adam Kubert on that. Hickman and Kubert. Jerome Opeña, who did a lot of, what was that? Uncanny X-Force? No. X-Force, Uncanny X-Force, one of those X-Force runs. There's number 5. Number 6, I forgot Kubert was doing this. The interiors on this. Dustin Weaver there on 7. Here is 8. I didn't like the Iron Man suit either. It was stupid. Like that Black and Gold, I did not like that suit at all. And then Hawkeye, get that garbage movie influence costume there. It's just stupid. It was a stupid costume. I like Hawkeye in his classic costume. Get out of here. What's that? 9. Here is 10. And 11. Got Shang-Chi there. And then this cool cover here. Jump up to 19. You started getting to Infinity. And then, oh yeah, we're all around here. And then you got Simonson. So Simonson came back to do he did a few issues of Avengers. Not a few, well, I think it was, I don't know how many issues did he do? I don't remember. But there's 27, 28 with Red Hawk, 29, 30, and 31. Started a string of not cool covers by Brandon Peterson, which I didn't like. And I didn't realize they connected. Actually, I did not. Seriously. There's Hawkeye, Hawkeye and Spider-Woman on 33. And then here is 34. Actually, let's see. I haven't looked at these books in so long. But yeah, they do connect. Look at that. Yeah, Iron Man and Cap right there. You can see that. And then kind of connects there at the bow. And then Hawkeye, Spider-Woman, and Thor. And here's a really good Avengers run. Avengers Assemble. This, I don't remember if Kelly Sue DeConnick started writing it, but her and Stefano Caselli had a few issues on this one, but this was a good book. I can't remember, I don't know where the rest of it is. But, oh, you know what? I think this one started as kind of an Avengers entry book. And I think it kind of kicked off after the first Avengers movie. Because the lineup was exactly, I think it was the same as the Avengers movie. But anyways, there's 9, 10, and 11. And then here's 12. Who's on this? DeConnick, Woods, Hannon, Barreto. Hawkeye, Spider-Woman, and Black Widow. And I don't remember what the hell's going on there, but she doesn't look happy. Black Widow, and then kind of get into Avengers Assemble, or Age of Ultron tie-in stuff, which I've already talked about, not being good. So 14 AU, 15 AU. And then Avengers the Enemy Within, #1. This was a one-shot that kicked off the Enemy Within arc, which is good. With so it was Avengers. Was it Avengers Assemble and Captain Marvel? Yeah, it was Avengers Assemble, Captain Marvel. And then here is Avengers vs. X-Men #0. I think this was this a free? No, I guess it wasn't a free issue. I thought it might have been, but I could be thinking of the poster. But here that was Frank Cho and Keith cover. And then here is Avengers vs. X-Men AVX round 1, part of, or 1 of 12, with the Jim Chung cover there. Now this one, you'd think would have been just a dope event. This Avengers vs. X-Men, these two powerhouse teams, 1, 2, and 3. And some of you may remember I have the t-shirt with this cover on it, Avengers vs. X-Men round 3. But anyways, this series wasn't that great. Like the first, I think the first quarter or third of it, those first 3 or 4 issues, I can't remember, but they were a little suspect. I was like, oh man, this event might not be that good. And there's 4, but then he kind of turned it around maybe 4, 5, or 6. But whew, it had a rough start. Of course, I was Team X-Men all the way. I don't care. There's 6. 7, I think this was one of my favorite covers there. Jim Chung. Have I met Jim Chung? I think I have. There's 8, Namor, and Spidey, Battle Damage Spidey. 10, the Phoenix Force. 11, and 12, Kubert. And then there were, like, it was multiple creative teams kind of sprinkled throughout. So then you have that and multiple artists, Koifu, Kubert, and Romita. Who else is on this one? Yeah, so it was like when you start to do stuff like that, it was just kind of missed a little bit, but it still worked out. So, and then following up AVX, here is AVX Consequences #1, #2. And #3, this one had several artists on it as well. Same writer, but and 4 and 5. Was Mark Brooks here? I don't remember that. But then this series, I forgot how long this series ran. I have it all, but there's Avenging Spider-Man #1. This was, I think, if anybody was, what year was this? I don't remember, but this one was pretty hyped and big around the time it came out, before it came out, because it was Mad Joe's, aka Joe, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Joe Madureira return. And so it was like, oh man, you got the Spider-Man title, what's it gonna be? And I think the first 3 issues it involved like Spidey, Wolverine, Red Hawk, and I think Spider-Woman were all big in this part with Mole Man. And then after that, it kind of went to basically kind of just one and done team up stories. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, because then that was it for Joe Mad Joe. And so 4, so yeah, Red Hawk featuring Hawkeye, Greg Land there. And then 6, Lena Francis Yu, Sonny Go, and Jerry Allen Gallon, rest in peace. Again, those are frequent collaborators, so you see those names together a lot. I got Captain America there, and then this one was a little crossover with, I know it went to Daredevil. I don't remember if Punisher had a series at the time too. It could have been, he could have had one, because I'm pretty sure it ran through all 3 titles, but I could be wrong. And then you got Marco Checchetto on there, Checchetto, I don't know, who is a fantastic artist. And then got the Eamons on there, Catherine and Stewart, then Spider-Man #7, starring She-Hulk. And then we have, what was this, 8, Ends of the Earth epilogue, starring Doctor Strange and Silver Sable. So after #8 comes #9, which saw Kelly Sue DeConnick and the Dodsons and Delgado with Captain Marvel. And I do believe this was the first appearance of Carol as Captain Marvel. And then there's number 10. And that one, I don't even know. Who knows what the hell number 9 is, how much that one's going for right now. After Captain Marvel's explosion in popularity in recent years. And here is number 11. Aunt May there. Zeb Wells, Steve Dillon, who I've talked about. I'm not a big fan of him. And of course, I had to have some Deadpool, blah, blah, blah. Aaron Cooter, Kevin Shinnick. And then here is 13. I don't remember who that is, that character. And here is 14, Big Dinosaur, Gabriel Del Auto cover. I don't recognize that tag though, but the art looks like it. I don't know. And you got X-Men appearance in 16, Yost and Medina. And 17, featuring Dragon Man and those are the Future Foundation suits. And what else was I gonna say? Covered by Paulo Rivera. And here's 18 with the Marco Cicchetto cover. 19, it looks like, I think that's Sleepwalker. I don't know who did the cover though. 20, whole lot of stuff going on there. Chameleon, what was it? Spider-Man's costume, Hulk's arm, Hawkeye, Black Widow in there. Shield agent could be, yeah, it could be Fury as well. Pretty sure you're Maria Hill. Who knows what's going on? Paulo Rivera. And then the annual with we're changing the title to the ever-loving avenging thing. Thing, right, pal? Yup. Thing in his Future Foundation costume. And then jump over to some actual Captain Marvel. Here is 16, Kelly Sue DeConnick. And oh yeah, I think after this it might go a little bit all over the place. There's Daredevil 22. Daredevil 23, which is one of my favorite covers. Chris Samney there, Mark Waid. 24. 25, Daredevil got the shit kicked out of him. And another signed book. Here is Hawkeye, number 1, signed by Matt Fraction there. Hawkeye slinging an arrow, and Fraction puts a little caption there, Gino. So that was cool. That's number 1. Number 2, little arrow slinging guy there. And then jump up to 7. And 8, I like this cover too. 9, Kate Bishop was in a bunch of this. She was going through, and she was doing a lot of stuff. Let's see. Here's 10, another Frankovic standing issue. And then here is Incredible Hulk 212, crushed by the Constrictor. This is the first appearance of the Constrictor. My whips are utterly unbreakable. They'll grow tighter and tighter until the Green Goliath battles a paid assassin and his awesome adamantium coils. I don't remember them being adamantium, but there you go. So this one I snagged some years ago. I talked about that before, where I was trying to get a bunch of first appearances of several villains, and Constrictor was one of the ones. I don't remember where I got this though. I could have got this at a convention. So many memories. And then we talked about Infinity before. Here is part 2 of 6 with the Adam Kubert cover. Captain America. And then another one, part 3 of 6. Actually, I did not remember that Kubert did the covers on those, Adam Kubert. But there's a free comic book day issue. Jonathan Hickman, Jim Chung, got Thanos in the middle there. And then all the Avengers kind of reflected off of this glass there or whatever. And some Jeff DeCal covers, because Journey into Mystery, which I talked about before, which was such a good run for Sif. It was so cool. Catherine Immerman, Valerio Sheedy, I don't know, and Jordi Belair. Then there's so 648, 649, and 650. 651. And we got Mighty Avengers, which was a team book for Superior Spider, Luke Cage, Monica Rambeau, Other Power Man, and White Tiger. Here is Minimum Carnage Alpha. When Carnage went into the negative. Wait, was it negative verse? I forgot. No, not. I forgot. whichever like small universe they go into. I can't remember now. And then here is New Avengers number 27, 28, Spider-Woman, and then 29. I like that cover. Who's that? That was, oh yeah, Ron Garney. Yeah, I like Ron Garney. 30, Mike Deodato Jr. 31, End Times 32. Oh my gosh, are these all Canadian covers too? What? How did I not know about, I don't remember any of that. 31, 32, 33. Look at that. I don't remember this at all. Oh my gosh, how many years ago was this? Look at that. And then, so there's what, 30 through 30, or 31 through 33, and then the other side over here with 34. Oh, so crazy. I don't remember any of these being connecting covers like that. Huh. Who would have thought? And then got New Avengers number 2. So this was after, because I think this ended after, I don't know if 34 was the last issue, but it ended shortly after that. 34 could have been it actually. And then it was relaunched here. So there's number 2. Number 3, I have no idea where the hell number 1 is. Number 4, got Steve Epting on here. Number 5, New Avengers, and then another sign book. I don't know if I've shown this one off before, but here is Captain Marvel number 1. Kelly Sue DeConnick, and I'm pretty sure that's Dexter Soy. But actually, you know what? Never mind. I think that might be Dexter Vine's signature because, but I feel like I met Dexter Soy though. But that could have been later on. So just tag that with Gino. And here is number 9. And then this is one of my favorite Captain Marvel covers. Here's number 10. You're kind of looking up at the stars, her name, got a little jacket on there, even though it has the flag on there, whatever. And number 11. And number 12. I didn't like this one because it just, that motorcycle just looks so stupid. Or like cover bike, whatever you want to call it. It's weird. And the last issue, New Avengers, number 10, Infinity tie-in. Got the Iron Man. Oh yeah, this is where he's wearing that hideous costume. I think when he joined, because I can tell just by part of the helmet, it looks like that same damn costume. It was awful. But there's Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, and Black Bolt. So this must have been, I keep forgetting the name of that damn little cabal they had. Oh my gosh, like the conspiracy group, whatever, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, so that's another comic book collection video. Tons of cool books, tons of more memories and fun stories. Some not so good, but it's okay. Some first appearances, Constrictor, Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, and I might have missed a couple, I'm not sure. But, and then some signed books, Kelly Sue DeConnick, Matt Fraction, Marjorie Liu, Dexter Vines. So just tons of cool stuff there. Oh, those stories, those damn connecting covers, which I didn't remember that those connected. That was wild. So that was kind of interesting. Nice little twist. Got some Sif Journey to Mystery around there. I strongly recommend checking that out. This Hawkeye run as well. Daredevil, always recommending some Daredevil. But yeah, so that's that. Let me know what you think. If you read any of these, maybe you have some of these in your, oh wow. Gabriel Deodato did the interiors as well. So that should be a hot commodity because that is a rare sight. But anyways, lots of cool stuff there. So let me know what you think. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. Hope you enjoyed this little run through another comic collection. And yeah, thanks for watching and peace out.